Hi, my amazing pen friends. It's Jess from Disney Jess, and today I figured I would pull out some summer pens and we would look at some older summer pens that I have and kind of go over some facts about them. I really love all these pens, so I have one complete set here to show you, as well as some really fun older limited edition pens, some open edition pens, some newer being in the last couple of years, a limited edition pens, even some Loungefly. So let's go ahead and get into this and we'll go over all these really fun pens. The first one I have here is actually a hidden Mickey. This is from 2011. I think it was called like the Frozen Treats collection. And this featured, I think there were 6 of them in total, of the Disney characters as either ice creams or popsicles and that kind of thing. It is a smaller pin, and you have the 3 different colors of ice cream scoops for Goofy, as well as Goofy's little hat there on top. And I just think these are really cute. I don't have very many of them, but it's a series that I thought was really well thought out for summer. So that's our first pen. Our next one here was actually a gift to me. Now, this is the Disney Vacation Club celebrating 20 years. These were kind of open edition pens. You had to be part of the Vacation Club in order to get them, but I think they were sold at all the Vacation Club places. I am not a Vacation Club member, but I have friends who are. And so one of them bought this for me and gifted it to me. So you have Mickey here standing in the sun. I love the sun in the background. You have his suitcase with this little dangle element that has his luggage tag on it and says Mickey Mouse. We have the global Mickey ears. I don't know if they still use this symbol. Somebody has to tell me because I haven't looked in a while. And the Vacation Club kind of symbol and trademark there, and the palm tree in the back. I just think it's really cute. And summer makes me think not only of ice cream, but also of vacations, because most of us, that's when we have time to go. Our next one is actually a Disneyland Paris limited edition pen, and it has Tink kind of lounging on this lily pad. She is a pin on pin element there. And I love this daisy type flower in the background. I don't know what ETE is, but this was from a pin trading event in Paris in 2006, and it had all the 4 seasons. She is representing summer and was limited edition of 12,000. This is number 473 since the Disneyland Paris pins are individually numbered. So really cute Tink. Then we have just an open edition fun pen. I thought with the change from, Splash Mountain to Tiana's Bayou, it would be kind of fun to throw in a pin of Splash Mountain. I don't have a ton of pins of Splash Mountain, but this particular one always made me laugh. So you have the Splash Mountain kind of logo down here, and you have Briar Bear and Briar Rabbit in the log going down the mountain. And of course, you have the top of the mountain here in the background. You have the bluebird here in silver. And down here it says, Briarly got wet, which is really cute as well. It does have some just really fun qualities to it. I can't remember where I picked this one up. Probably at the park trading. I'm not sure, but it's from 2019 and just a fun open edition pen. Next here, because I think of summer and comics and just reading in general, you have all of the summer reading programs. So I picked this particular one. It's from the Magical Comic set, which was, let's see here if I can remember. 2021 was this, like every month they were one of the monthly releases. I believe he being Robin Hood, was the April release. And it says Magical Comics here. You have Robin Hood and Little John in the tree. This was at the beginning of the movie when they're outfoxing the sheriff and his gang. They're running through the forest. This was a limited edition pen of 2,500. And in the inside, you have magical comics, and then you have the signatures of several different characters, not from this movie. I think it would have been cooler if they had the signatures of different characters in this movie, but you have things like Figment and Dumbo and uh Blue, I think is there, which are all other comics that they came out with. And then in the comic portion, you have Prince John and Sir Hiss over here when they're talking. This was, I think, near the beginning of the movie as well. Maybe before Robin Hood stole from him. But it says you have Prince John saying handsome, regal, majestic. Oh, actually, that was when Robin Hood is in the carriage with them. Maybe this on the front is them noticing that the carriage is coming by. But over here, we have lovable, and Sir Hiss is just looking around the corner going, yeah, right. But really cute pen. I loved these. They were really a fun design. So we have the comic pen there. And then I think this was it the following year? No, it was the year before that they did the trading card series. So this one is from 2020. I believe it's March 2020. And they did different trading cards depicting different characters doing things. So this one happens to be Robin Hood doing archery, and I think of archery as very much a summertime sport. So I thought it would be fun to include that for all of the sporty people. I think they also had a baseball one with one of the baseball shorts, and I can't remember the character that's on that one, but it's a really cute short cartoon. I do also appreciate the fact that the archery here is in that nice glitter band. So anyhow, another really fun Robin Hood pen. I think we'll do these two before we do the set. So the next one, I wanted to encompass boating, and so I picked out one of my Jungle Cruise pens. This is from the Disneyland 65 Years of Magic. This is when Disneyland hit its 65th birthday, and they commemorated all of the original rides. So this pen is from 2020, and I think there were 12 pens in total, but I could be wrong on that, depicting the opening day rides. And so since Jungle Cruise was one of the opening day rides, you have the Congo Queen here, and she does move, which is really nice. And going through the elephant wading pool, they do have their trunks on today. And you also have your tour guide over here. It says Disneyland in 65. And it also says July 17th, 1965, being the year that Disney opened. Yeah. And then you have Jungle Cruise, of course, there at the top. These were limited edition of 2000. So just a fun little pen. And then this is our Loungefly Jumbo. So this one is from 2021, I believe. And it is limited edition of 1,000. A lot of the Loungefly bigger pens will be in that category. And it is Peter Pan, and he does move. He's a little bit harder to move than some of my other ones, but he moves back and forth. And he is flying over the Mermaid Lagoon, which, you know, summer and swimming really go together. So you have Robin Hood there. I love the purple colors that they pulled in for this. And then the water behind the mermaids is actually this kind of iridescent purple color, which is really cool. It's like purple and blue together. And then you have the iconic blonde mermaid as well as the redhead. And I just think it was really cool. So there is that pen. All right. And then this set was a set that came out 2014, I believe. And there are, 8 pens in the set. They were boxed pens, so 2 to a box. And they were the Adventure is Out There pen set. So in this, you have 8 different characters in hot air balloons. flying over. So we have Minnie Mouse here in her nice little basket, and her balloon is blue with these beautiful flowers being reminiscent of her hat, and just a really pretty pen. So these were, I think this might have been one of the first sets I completed, to be honest. So, and like I said, they were open edition 2014. So there's that one. And then, of course, you have to have Mickey, and he has his very iconic black and red. And the red is really pretty sparkly. And I don't know, I love the way that these guys look together. And I always thought that they were just so sweet because you have like Minnie waving and Mickey's looking out. So maybe he's looking at Minnie and Minnie's waving at him. And yeah, I just thought it was cute. Then we also have Simba here. So we have like the little Simba that was drawn on his forehead, I think it was. And then, of course, Simba in the basket. You have a different type of basket here, which I also thought was kind of interesting. And then the background here is kind of the African symbols type, very typical that you see usually in their like artwork and stuff. So I thought that was interesting as well. So that is Simba. Then we have Pinocchio, and Pinocchio is very glittery with this purple background. He has a similar basket style to Minnie and Mickey, but it's brown instead of the gray. And you have this very ornate styling, which would be reminiscent of like a Germany or something of that nature, I believe. And of course, you have Pinocchio kind of tentatively waving there. I love the colors that they used. And this makes me think of like lederhosen or suspenders, which I also associate with Pinocchio. So I think that was really well done of them. Then we have Rapunzel in her beautiful purple balloon. And of course, she has a sun on her balloon, and we have little pastels all around it. And this little like wavy pattern in the middle. You have Rapunzel here kind of looking out, and her basket is pink and white, which I just thought really went with the rest of the balloon. And of course, the sun is very glittery. Then we have Jiminy Cricket here with Conscience Be Your, wait, what does it say? I always want to say Conscience Be Your Guide, but Official Conscience is what it says, because it's got the little badge that I think is on his chest. And then the balloon has like these sparkle orange stripes that come out from the badge, really drawing attention to it. And you have Jiminy Cricket, maybe he was supposed to be looking at Pinocchio. Maybe. I don't know if they are actually matched up, to be honest. But anyhow, you have Jiminy Cricket looking off there in the distance, so you get a nice profile of him. You have a simpler basket for him, which I think kind of goes with the era that he's supposed to represent. Then we have Dopey from the Dwarfs here. So this one is really cute as well. So I always love Dopey. He has a fun expression. We have a very, very simple basket here with almost no detail on it, but the balloon has tremendous detail. So we have animals running along in this section and this section. So we have like squirrels and rabbits and that kind of thing. I don't know if you can really make that out on camera. And then in this middle section, backlit by the glitter element on this one, we have all the dwarfs going off to work probably. And just the blue on these, the top and the bottom is kind of reminiscent of Snow White. So I just think it's really a well thought out pin for representing the seven dwarfs. Then our last pen is Cheshire, which I think is an interesting concept. So his basket, of course, is green because you usually saw him in a tree. And you have the full Cheshire here. And then his balloon is striped with yellow and purple instead of the light pink and purple, probably to contrast him. And you have that big Cheshire smile on the balloon with no eyes. So a little creepy, but cool all the same. So that is our last balloon. So I hope you guys enjoyed looking at these summer pens with me. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful summer, maybe a vacation or two. And until next time, I'll see you real soon.